Haha! Hello! And good day! Good day to you, and welcome to the channel. If you're new, then I am Bragi. I am the son of Magnar, Bragi Magnarsson, and yes, I am a Viking. And I am also a poet, a skald, and a warrior. Now today, and welcome to the channel if you're new, I'm here to talk about the folklore of trolls in Old Norse. Now, as you know on the channel, we have told many a folk tale, many a fable, and many fairy tales. And one or two of these tales have the theme of the troll. And we are all very familiar with the term troll today in the modern world, for we have internet trolls. And it's quite ironic that we are a channel that talks about trolls, and only once have we had a troll on this channel. But as we say, that is another story. So let us carry on, and we're going to talk about what does the troll mean in Old Norse, and where does the old term trolls come from. And we'll talk about where they live. We'll talk about what trolls do, and at some point, no doubt we'll make other videos on other subjects of folklore. For folklore is very interesting, and not enough is said on the internet, and especially on YouTube. So, first of all, troll in Old Norse, the old language of the Vikings, means fiend, and it can also mean monster or giant. And we all have heard stories of giants. Now, one of the terms for giant in Old Norse is the word Jotun. And of course we have all heard of Jotunheim, the land of the giants. And there's also another Old Norse word, although I am no expert when it comes to etymology of words, but the word is Thurs. Now, the word troll is a name denoting only hostile giants, and that alone is very interesting. And in writings of the High and Middle Ages, the trolls seem to take on more of a meaning of fiend. So they become creatures or beings in their own right in mythology. That alone is interesting too. Now, trolls come in many sizes. In the West, in the land of Norway, trolls are often said to be very tall. In fact, they are often described in the folk tales of being as tall as trees. That is a very tall troll. And they are also said to be in the West very ugly. They are known to have giant big eyes. They will have a big bulbous nose, and often the nose will have spots and will be very red. And they will have a big mouth with very ugly and mucky teeth. And they will also have very big ears. In fact, the ears on trolls are often said to be very big. Now, trolls are also said to have certain magical powers, ascribed especially in the areas of black magic, and also through causing illness. Now, in the East, the trolls are often described as being smaller, and they are also described of having the ability to change shape, or to be a shape shifter. For a troll has the ability to turn itself into a mouse, or a dragon, a duck, or even a human being. But when they are in human form, they don't quite look normal, and that is how you can tell a troll when they are in the shape of a human. And as I said, they are often described as being extraordinarily ugly. I've never met a troll, but I assume that they are very ugly. Now, where do trolls live? Now, trolls are often known to live high up in the mountains. They like to live in caves, and they'd also like to live and hang around rocky outcrops. And they're also known to live under bridges. as in the famous tale of the three billy goats gruff, that all decide one day to each go across the valley, and as they cross the old stone bridge, they are confronted by the most ugliest troll. And we have told that on the channel, so watch out for that video. It's a great tale, and one I can remember being told as a child. Now, it is also said that trolls have similarities with the living dead, or the Draugr, or as the Vikings would say in the Viking tongue, the Appleganger, the again or the above walker. And that is very interesting that both the trolls and the undead are very similar and often associated with each other. Now, in both Danish and Swedish folklore, the troll is the name used in general to describe all beings of lower mythology. Now that is very interesting, and again gives us many points we could talk about. And no doubt at some point, either in a Viking vlog or another chat on folklore and folktales, we will talk about trolls in some more with Egil, my co-host. Hello Egil. Now, it is also said that the troll is a name used as a kind of brownie-like being. Now, in Britain we would call that a boggart, although a boggart is a much smaller, mischievous creature. But they too have very similarities as the mythology of the troll developed over time in the Middle Ages. Now, the brownie-like being is also known to be the Huldry folk. Now, that is something I do not know a great deal about. And the Huldry folk often play a role in Norse folk tales of the changeling. And we have heard on this channel a few tales about the changeling, and especially one of the changeling in the oven. Now, this is just a brief chat about trolls in Old Norse, and I do hope you've enjoyed this bit of information. Now, we have told a few tales on trolls. There's one called Boots, who ate a match with a troll, and that is where this man Boots, the hero of the folk tale and the Norwegian tale, a set of 4 tales on this man called Boots, where he had an eating contest, eating porridge with a troll, who invited him back to his cave, and eventually, Boots, being very clever, he won. Now, if you want to watch that folk tale, I urge you to check it out, and at some point I will re-record it in 4K with better sound quality. You've heard that first. And of course, I've already mentioned the most famous story, I think, which includes a troll, the 3 billy goats gruff. And there are also many, many other folk tales of trolls, as I try to think of them. In fact, we are told quite a few. There is, of course, the How to Trick a Troll, which is a Swedish folk tale of how a farmer managed to see the troll lights. And let's just talk about troll lights, something I have not mentioned. What is a troll light? Well, often at night, where the troll lives, in a cave or in a wood or on a mountain, a light, a shining light, can be seen over his treasure. And it is said, often in folk tales and in the folklore of trolls, that if you can walk up to the light without blinking once, you have a chance of lifting and carrying away the treasure if you're strong enough. And believe me, some of these trolls have a lot of treasure. And of course, in modern times, probably the most famous trolls we have heard of is in The Hobbit, a fantastic tale by J.R. Tolkien. And no doubt Egil, who is an expert on Tolkien, will talk about that in a future video. If you would like to see that, then please leave me a comment and tell me to get Egil to film that, because I think that will be a fascinating video. So for now, I think I have talked too much about trolls, and no doubt we could talk some more. I'm going to say goodbye. I thank you for watching, and don't forget folks, if you have a minute, go and leave me a comment. Let me know how you enjoyed this video. Would you like to see more videos like this where we sit down and talk about folklore? I think a video on the folklore of trolls in Norse with Egil would be very interesting. And if you are new to the channel, and you got this far in the video, whoa, you're awesome. I totally and utterly thank you from the bottom of my heart. And click the notification bell. By doing that, you'll always be notified when we publish our content, when we premiere our content, but also when we live stream. So for now, it's goodbye from me. Goodbye from Bragi. Was hail. Ich thank thee, I thank you in Old Saxon.